Yeetity. Hey y'all. I was supposed to say, where's my remote? Okay. So, who been working? I do got a long video to do, and I'm gonna do that afterwards. And somebody said, Mama Shay, you need to go do that one on Binky Live channel, and react to it. Something about emotions. Emotions make you cry sometimes. So I'm gonna get to that, but let me get to Mr. Flint Hill, Stun on Wanna Gunna, because I'm getting quite a few. I had no idea. I thought he was just done with YouTube. You know, I thought he was doing his Twitch or whatever. Generational curses. Oh, that's a good one, but that's like an hour long. Y'all know I can't sit here that long. What I'm gonna do is find a good one. I don't care what people say. Stop lying. You're not the main thing. That's 48. Oh, he gets deep, ain't it? Midlife. Oh, I dated two sisters. You nasty as the fuck. Oops. Never mind. Church for the streets. Mom and son. Let me react to this. Because I miss his mom. I'm going to react to this. Church for the streets. What they were talking about? We're going to have to... Some of these topics is good, but they're a little bit too long for me and my ADHD. It just is. It is what it is. A little bit too long. Too long.
Farm in our name, you can trust that Plains Farm and Feed has your animal's best in mind, which is why we've added another premium brand of nutrition in Purina Feed to keep those near care healthy and happy. Purina Livestock Feed, now available at Plains Farm and Fleet.
That's what religion is, a belief system. So we've made everything a belief system, but does it work?
Is this the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the beginning. Okay,
It's church for the streets. Everybody welcome, but it ain't for the weak.
It don't necessarily mean it works.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. And I'm learning life to life for myself. I'm not life, and they say life be life, and life be living for me. I want to live.
Oh, she say life be living for me. Okay then, mama.
Life to exist. I want to be living, and I want to be set free. I don't want to be under any captivity, any bondage, anything that's gonna hold me hostage. I don't care what it is.
What it is.
No religion, no protocol of this. That's crazy.
But what you said remind me of the man at the pool. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The man at the pool. He waited 38 years.
Yep.
And it was for. What's your understanding of that story?
That was funny because in church today, that's what I heard. When the girl was talking, and when I heard that, that's the scripture that came to me.
She said that's the scripture.
And they said he was a beggar, right?
But what she just said, y'all, I don't want to live and have nothing hold me captive. That's deep. That's a little deep. Eat to eat. That's a little deep. And that could be. But okay, so I got questions. I should call her. Should I call her? Because I got questions from that statement. Because when people say that, I hear so many people say something of that nature. And that's the reason why they don't go to church. That's the reason why they don't have a religion. That's the reason why they don't want to be in a relationship. But can't you have those same things and not be held captive or not have that mentality? Can you?
I don't remember that. I remember him being just waiting on, from me.
Somebody to put him in the water.
It was superstitions. It was tradition. It was what had been handed down.
Right.
He could have done something for himself, but according to tradition, they passed you down in the water. And that's what he 38 years waited on. Because that's what he was accustomed to. And other people was looking at him as needing, having something, or needing help with something, when really he was doing what he was taught was right. He was trying to follow order.
I don't get the order thing myself. That's why I say if he waited 38 years, honey, he could have been done. He could have went swimming.
Eat the D.
In the water and started swimming. And that's thank you, that's good. Because we keep waiting on people. By the time you finish, you could be done learned a lot.
Wait a minute, what? You just keep waiting and waiting and waiting and woo! Pop goes the week because we say pop. Ain't no reason to sit around and wait. She say, you waited 30 years. You just waited. You waited to get in the water. And she said he could have been out there swimming. Y'all, who sent me here? Who sent me here?
Teaching me how to swim. And this is what you said to me. First, mama, you got to learn how to wet your face because you fear water. And that was true. Once I immersed my face in the water, it was a wrap. So sometimes you just got to immerse yourself in something. Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Just try it.
I don't understand protocol when everything has to be done this way because somebody found a way to do it and it worked for them.
Because you got to get out there.
The rest of our life with that
system.
What?
In that system. And you can't live your life through someone else's.
Like the person that taught you. I thought each generation is supposed to get wiser, not dumber.
We had a conversation a couple of weeks ago.
Each generation is supposed to get wiser.
I believe.
And why is that? Why is that, y'all? This is why I said, y'all kept telling me to come over here. And I said I was going to come over here on live so this can be an open conversation. And maybe we can call them and add to the conversation. Because Queen is making a lot of great pointers here. Mr. Flint, when he was one of the girl, I know this your channel, but Mama taking over. She's making a lot of great pointers. Each generation is supposed to get smarter. But how can that happen when you have certain stipulations, protocols, and people sitting around motherfucking waiting?
Overall, like it's limited to intellect or intelligence. But I do feel like overall, when we talk about the body of Christ, when we talk about how we are connected and how God is within all of us, I believe, to me, that is through intellect, wisdom, and those type of things. You just said, before we got on this exit, when the Spirit comes to you and a thought comes to you, that is what guides you. And I don't mean in my own understanding.
Wait.
But I mean, and I just say this because when I read the Bible, I do read for what the story is saying, but I also read for the pattern in the story. That's why.
But you have to read to understand it, though, right?
I didn't really know because
to your understanding.
The story for what the exact story was, I was reading for what I see in that story. But outside of that, that's how I believe God comes to us, through our wisdom, through our intellect, and I do believe our intelligence is what connects us. It's almost like we was talking about who can cook the food. As soon as we said the name, they text your phone and it popped up. That's the way that I think that we're all intertwined through our intelligence, through the God that left us. But we all on different frequencies. Some of us let a distortion, fear,
That's
bondage,
true.
a system. Some of us let our own ego,
That's
pride, those things get in our way to block us from that intelligence, from that source. Because first and foremost, the source, the Most High, does not come anywhere where it's chaotic. So you have to have first yourself balanced and aligned for your temple to be a meeting place for the Most High to come join you. Once you are in line, once you're not operating out of fear, anger, and all of those things, then you can be a place for that intelligence not to come.
But wait a minute. This is why I should call, because what did he just say? You have to be in a line to what? I don't know if I agree with that. Hold on. I'm not going to get through this whole video. I'm just going to give y'all a little piece of it. Because I'm going to have to do the rest of this over on live.
From that source, because first and foremost, the source, the Most High, does not come anywhere where it's chaotic. So you have to have first yourself balanced and aligned for your temple to be a meeting place for the Most High to come join you. Once you are in a line, once you're not operating out of fear, anger, and all of those.
But what if you're not in a line? I don't know. And see, this is the difference This is the difference of how, let's take it back to when she said each generation should be getting smarter. This is the difference of how people were raised and how, when you do read the good book, how you may comprehend it versus somebody else, and how you teach the next generation. Because I was taught a little bit differently than what he just said. Like, you don't have to already be aligned. Wait a minute, is he saying, see? No, let me see. I gotta go back just one more minute. One more. Y'all help me. Get down in them comments and help me with what are you trying to say? What he said?
But we all know different frequencies. Some of us let a distortion, fear, bondage, a system. Some of us let our own ego, pride, those things get in our way to block us from that intelligence, from that source. Because first and foremost, the source, the Most High, does not come anywhere where it's chaotic. So you have to have first.
Wait a minute. Who said he don't come anywhere where it's chaotic? He will come in where it's chaotic and make it peaceful. Lord. Okay, I'm going to keep listening. I'm going to listen for a couple more minutes, y'all. Then I'm going to have to go ahead and take this over to the Twitch family because this is needs for conversation.
Yourself balanced and aligned for your temple to be a meeting place for the Most High to come join you. Once you are,
I get it, but it's not. It's sending the way he's saying it is sending the wrong message, right? So this could cause the next generation to be dumber if they take it the wrong way.
Go somewhere on Sunday. Some of us go to football games. Some of us go play cards. Some of us go sit up under a tree, and we congregate and we feel good, and it only lasts for a week. When you keep yourself pure, when you keep yourself, the word that I know you used, holy, and I don't mean good and evil holy. I mean you got a clear channel, a clear path for God to meet you. Right. When he comes to you.
Okay.
So that was my thing on the intellect, and I know you think God is above intellect, but what's your thought on that?
Well, I think God meets us right where we at. I don't care how.
See, that's what. Okay, see, that's what. Okay, me and Mom on the same page. He meets you right where you are. You ain't got to do all of these extra steps and this and that to get for him to. That's what I'm so glad I didn't stop because I was going to stop the video right then and there and just run on over there to Twitch and start the video all over. But I had to just wait to see what Mom was going to say because what?
Holy to me is just accepting Christ as the living one inside you. So he the holy one. There's nothing you can do, believe, or say that makes you holy. Because a lot of times, again, we take what we hear and make it cliches, to sound holy, or to act holy, or perform. That's what it is, performance. So I think if I'm in the wilderness, strung out, and I don't mean just drugs, I mean just mind way out there in left field, he can meet me right there. Mm-hmm. If I ask, he said
ask and you shall receive
from him, and it's a done deal. So
that part.
I have a question, because I heard this today, and I hear a lot of young people say it, or people period. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
It's like a cliche of what you said, but I think because so many people use it, but what they're saying is I don't subscribe to any religion or any system, but I am in tune with the God that's in me. I try my best to make the best decisions, and I think that's
I like that. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. I don't follow religion, but I want to see what she got to say.
My generation thing, because we saw the bondage from older generations that.
How long is this video?
But I know people.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why did it just do that? Let me see. Okay, it is 28 minutes long. I just wanted to see how long it was because this is a great conversation, y'all. And thank y'all for sending me over here. Flint Hill I've been saying it for like the last week. I'm gonna get over here and see some of his videos and react to some of them because the conversation is good. But y'all know my ADHD will not allow me to sit as long because he got some long videos.
That I would say has been what the world considered saved for longer than what I've been born.
This probably the longest he done been sober. He's sober around his mama. That's respect. Look at him. You can tell he ain't done combed his hair. He ain't done smoked no weed, no nothing. He just. That's respect. Not the hair, nothing. I've never seen his hair look like that. Maybe it was just one of them days.
You saying that to me actually freed me. When you say how does it work for you? Some people it might have broken, put in a dark space, but it put me in the mindset of I never have to ask for nothing again because I'm going to make something work for me. And I feel like you just can't lose with the stuff I use. So make sure y'all stay telling me.
He said you can't use what?
About that being religious versus spiritual.
Well, I just think sometimes people, again, they just repeat stuff because it sounds different.
Because it sounds good. You right, mama. They just repeat what they heard.
Trying to fill that void that has been.
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
If somebody say, "Oh, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual," then okay. But none of us should be religious. But what's your definition of spiritual? Because if it's not working, and I guess I don't look at Christ to be so much as what he can do for me on a materialistic level. I love him more in a mind frame because that when my mind is free and when he bring clarity to me, that sets me free in every area.
Every area. No everyone.
But if I'm plugged in and I'm clogged up, then that brings bondage to me. So I like the freedom of Christ. You know, knowing that I'm his child, that he loves me enough to not allow me to be.
Why you look at her like that? He's the
contaminate me. I don't like that feeling. So when they start saying I'm spiritual, not religious, to me that's just like a religious person that thinks you gotta wear dresses, you can't be a woman pastor, and all the rules. It's just a cop-out.
And I think it's.
See, what we have here.
I think words are important. Words are very powerful. And we
they are.
Sometimes
they are.
A lot of us don't know the bondage that
the words carry.
So when you hear something to me, when I hear people say spiritual versus religious, we gotta get off on the easy. When I hear people say spiritual versus religion, I understand the bondage that religion puts people in, or being religious. It's just like we can have any perception in our mind. That
we can. And what I'm gonna tell y'all come on, follow me on over to Twitch. We finna pick this up, start over, and pick this up on Twitch because this is a conversation that needs to. I can't be just talking to a screen. I can't. Good job, Flint Hill, Stunner Wanna Gonna. Shout out to Queen Mom. This video here is, in my opinion, an example of an unseasoned poached steak and a seasoned porterhouse. Because Mom Dukes was dropping them gems. Flint Hill Wanna Gonna is very smart and intelligent, right? And be spitting them jewels. But a lot of, when you're seasoned, comprehension, y'all meet me on Twitch. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell button up there, down there. Mama Shay on the road to somewhere, but right now I'm heading over there to Twitch. I love y'all.